Hi and hello everyone, I hope everybody is good. You watching Mr. Film India. Let's get started. Farzi episode 4 opens with Pawan on the campaign trail, delivering a major speech about how the pandemic threat is wreaking havoc on the economy and how they need to get the country back on its feet. He suggests a possible remedy based on Mega's counterfeiting technology. Meanwhile, Sunny is depressed and has reverted to selling paintings. In fact, he sells one of his original pieces for 2000 baht. As a result, he goes out to supper with his uncle. Nannu is still upset and devastated over what occurred 3 weeks later. Sunny hates disappointing his grandfather, but he doesn't feel guilty about the procedure. Nannu is back to publishing the magazine, but when Yasir arrives to the workshop, the elderly man is gone. He is nowhere to be located, so Firoz and Sunny collaborate to discover them. Given that there is a structure for all of this, the cops aren't much assistance and they finally wind up imprisoned up for their disobedience. Yasir backs them up and signs them out, especially after discovering Nannu strolling around the alleyways. Yasir advises them to leave before Nannu awakens, but when he does, he chats about Sunny's mother and her cuisine. Sunny takes his hand in hers and resolves to talk in the morning. Nannu appears to have forgotten everything, so his family decides to attempt to get him a decent doctor. Megha eventually falls asleep at work. The lease on her apartment has expired, and she has been unable to locate alternative housing. She is hiding from her landlady in order to extend her stay. Susan, her co-worker, assists her by providing her a temporary place to stay. Michael also ends up with a complicated set of drama, with divorce proceedings from his wife Rekha and the couple pursuing shared custody of their kid. It's a tricky position, and he ultimately calls his wife's new lover to tell him that he is not going away anytime soon. Michael is in a bad mood and has moved back in with his parents. Megha and Shekhar arrive to take their superior home after making a disturbance at a pub. When Michael is unconscious in the car, Shekhar discusses how Michael was demoted with his buddy. They discovered a link between the counterfeiters and drug racketeers after recovering counterfeit cash from a narcotics bust. A fraud inside a scam. Michael almost brought down the entire cartel, but Mansoor was able to frame him in 13 cases and the charges were only dropped due to Gehlot's influence. Michael was suspended, and he has subsequently begun to drink. After Dave shot himself, Michael drank himself into a coma, and his life began to unravel. Michael returns to the counterfeiting team in the morning, when they are shown a graphic of the phony notes in action and how soon they will be detected by banks. They will benefit from the central database as well as the mobile app. The RBI has recently jumped on board, issuing rules to banks on how individuals who have unknowingly obtained counterfeit money may be reimbursed. Sunny and Firoz escape the game just in time as the new counterfeiting force wreaks havoc on Mansoor and his pals. Mansoor, on the other hand, might have a solution. Recall Sunny and Firoz's notes. They don't set off the machine at all, and Mansoor is intrigued. This brings us up to the beginning of episode 1, when Sunny is taken to Mansoor Dalal. Sunny has no idea who he is, which explains why he is still alive. He explains out what's wrong with Mansoor's present phony money, emphasizing that they require an artist's touch. Sunny is encouraged to come and work with Mansoor. He first declines, stating that he has left this area of work. Greed never dies. Mansoor continues by mentioning his grandfather and his health state. Mansoor attempts to calm him down, but when it fails, things get violent. Sunny doesn't have much of a choice and is finally thrust deep into this. Sunny, on the other hand, comes around to the concept, choosing that this is their opportunity to show off his artistry.